In today's video we will discuss the top 10 things that happen behind the scenes of Top Gear. Please make sure you subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. New videos release every Monday through Friday. Number 10. Audience rules. Those who are lucky enough to be a part of the studio audience find out very quickly that there are behind-the-scenes rules they must follow. Some are there to keep the filming running smoothly, and some are to add to the entertainment factor of the show. There is the usual no talking and you must laugh at the jokes. And no recording within the studio for audience members. And an FYI for audience members, you must remain standing the whole time and recording can take up to 6 hours. Number 9. Health and safety. In the earlier episodes of Top Gear, even before Richard Hammond's horrific high-speed crash, there was a health and safety officer in attendance at episode planning meetings. The health and safety officer would decide if episodes contained stunts and if a stunt coordinator was required on site. There has been some uproar from the construction industry about a more recent Top Gear episode with a backhoe digging competition. After digging was complete, one of the presenters jumped into the holes which were unshored and leaving him at risk if there was a collapse. Number 8. Scripted. Top Gear had the famous faces of Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond at the forefront as the presenters of the show from 2002 to 2015. The impression to viewers was that the show was impromptu and their conversations were off the cuff. In reality, there was, and still are, a team of talented writers and a script editor that worked behind the scenes preparing a script for the presenters to follow. Number 7. The Stig. Viewers are all familiar with the white-suited Stig, whom we never see the identity of as he tests cars around Top Gear's track. Interestingly, the original Stig wore a black suit and was on the series from 2002 to 2003. He apparently met his demise in 2003 after driving a car off the end of an aircraft carrier. This made way for the White Stig character in 2003. Numerous cousins of the Stig have made appearances on Top Gear. They typically make an appearance when Top Gear ventures outside of the United Kingdom, or there is a special event. Number 6. No free perks. All of the Top Gear presenters, or hosts, get to test drive every car imaginable as part of their job on the show. It would seem a slight possibility that manufacturers would allow the hosts to keep the cars they are test driving. After all, it could be seen as advertising for their product. Unfortunately for them, they do not. The BBC rules and regulations do not allow this to happen. It is one way to try to keep an unbiased opinion on the cars being tested. Number 5. Test track. Another star, of the non-human variety, in the Top Gear show, was the test track itself. For almost 20 years, the 1.75-mile-long main runway and taxiways at the Dunsfold Aerodrome in Surrey were used to push test cars to their limits. There had been rumors and movement to close the track, tear it up, and redevelop the area to make way for 1,800 homes. The last word was that motions had been passed to go ahead with the plan. Number 4. Avoiding controversy. Since Top Gear is apparently scripted, writers and the presenters have to really watch what is said and how it is said. There have been many occasions over the history of the show that not the best choice of words was made. Being in the public eye, they also need to keep their actions in check on and off the show. There have been accusations on numerous occasions and lawsuits over inappropriate and racial slurs. When it came to actions, the reason Jeremy Clark was fired from Top Gear was for punching a producer in the face. Number 3. Stunt drivers. Even though viewers are led to believe that it is the presenters driving the cars the entire time, apparently they are not. There are stunt drivers brought in to fill in, such as if the presenters are needed at another location. As far as we know though, the Stig does all of his own driving. Number 2. Theme music. All television shows have a theme song, or opening credits song, that becomes very recognizable and associated with the show. Top Gear's theme song is Jessica, written by the Allman Brothers Band in 1973. The 7-minute instrumental has been used for 27 seasons of Top Gear. Most of the international versions of Top Gear use Jessica for their theme as well. The US is the only one that used it for their first season and then went on to change it. Number 1. Feuding co-hosts. Tension continued behind the scenes of Top Gear even after a revamping when Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond departed. New co-hosts, Chris Evans and Matt LeBlanc, had their differences right from the start when BBC bosses wanted LeBlanc on the show but Evans did not. LeBlanc's apparent donut stunt in front of the London Sonataphone of the cars on the show added fuel to the fire. Even though Evans had 2 years left on his Top Gear contract, he stepped down from the show in July 2016. I hope you enjoyed our top 10 things that happens behind the scenes of Top Gear. Please comment below for any Top Gear facts you think we missed. Do not forget to subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. And new episodes release every Monday through Friday.